I'm super happy to announce Aisyah Sjöholm. Take it away.
Thank you. Thanks, Linus, Per, and Ingrid for organizing this really amazing event. I think this is the first in Sweden, right? So congrats again to your team. Yeah, it's a great privilege to be speaking to all of you today. My name is Aisyah. I'm the Senior Business Development Manager at Insilico Medicine. I'm based in Gothenburg, actually, so I came all the way here just to speak today. Yeah, and today I'll be speaking about the work we do at Insilico Medicine. It's great to be working at Insilico because I don't have to introduce the company sometimes. Like today, like Linus said, we had Peter from New Technique already speaking a little bit about what we do. Sarah talk a little bit about hallmarks of aging, and then of course, Linus talk about Insilico Medicine. Anyway, today I'm going to cover generative AI and robotics for drug discovery and longevity research. Now, I know, this is like a post-afternoon slot, so let's play a quick little game just to, energize all of you. So, true or false? Raise your hand if you think generative AI is a recent invention that only emerged with tools like ChatGPT. No one raised their hand. That's good. Oh, there's one. So that was false, actually. So you're the only one that's wrong, actually. So the roots of artificial intelligence stretch back to the 1950s. This is back to the dot at 1956. So that's way, way back ago. And then, moving forward from 1956, zooming into 2014, Ian Goodfellow created Generative Adversarial Network, or in short, GAN, so everyone in the AI community would know about them, which kicked off the modern era of generative AI. But the term AI itself was actually coined by John McCarthy, and he's a computer scientist who is known as the father of AI, pretty much. So I like to start this because when I talk about generative AI, when I tell my family, what do you do? Okay, I work at a generative AI company. Oh, like ChatGPT? Like it's way back. This has been existing so far back. Moving forward. Now, Insilico Medicine, I will tell the company history in a bit later. We've made an early bet on generative AI in drug discovery despite criticism very early on. So this was a bit more than a decade ago. So our CEO, Alex Javrankov, he proposed this hypothesis. We can actually use generative AI for drug discovery and development. And he pitched it to a lot of people, and people thought he was crazy. And fast forward today, and you have companies like J&J employing 6,000 people, building like their AI team under the leadership of Najat Khan, who actually went to Recursion now, which is one of our direct competitors, actually. So, big pharma is making a move. And this just started, I would say, one and a half years ago. And I've been with the company for 1 year, 8 months. So, the pace in drug discovery and development with the combination of generative AI kind of just like kicked off a little bit recently. But right now, everyone is on board. So, yeah, that's Insilico Medicine. Now, next question. Hands up if you think AI will replace human scientists and make their work obsolete. So, okay, I see you. So, I meet with a lot of people, brilliant people, like super traditional drug hunters, super traditional medicinal chemists, biologists, and they're always so hesitant to try AI. Like what Linus said, the tech is here. All we need to do is just try. And I always remind them, change is good. AI, so this statement is actually false. AI won't replace us, but instead, humans using AI will outperform those without it. I do remind people that we are at the age of AI right now. If you don't use AI tools, you're going to be at a competitive disadvantage. This comes to startups, biotech, pharma companies. That's the word I like to use. Everyone is using it because it does speed it up. It's validated. It is here. And if you're not jumping on the train, then it's going to leave without you. So yeah, that's actually a really good article by Harvard Business Review, which I recommend you guys reading it. Lastly, last question, I promise. AI lacks the capability to understand complex human biology, particularly aging. We all know, we're all here, we've heard since 10 o'clock, I would guess, that aging is super complex. It's not even defined as a disease, right? So can AI really understand the complexity of aging? Hands up if you think it's true. Oh, I see you. You, okay. You are wrong. So AI is not only understanding biology at this point, but it's transforming how we approach it. So today, I'll show you how. And to kick this off, and I want to set the stage a little bit, I'm going to introduce you to the company. I'm going to play a video now. Actually, no, I'm going to show the map. Yes. So Insilico Medicine, Insilico, I mean, the name itself, it's all about computer and medicine. We are spread across 8 countries and 8 regions. I'm the only one actually working for Insilico Medicine at Sweden, so that's why you don't see a map there. We don't have offices. I work remotely. We have offices in Montreal, Boston is our headquarters, New York, Abu Dhabi, Suzhou, Shanghai, Taipei, Hong Kong. And we stand by 4 values: patient first, relentless innovation, transparency and integrity, highest quality, and reproducibility. I'm going to touch upon that in a bit and how it connects to the work that we do. Our mission, and we were one of the very few AI companies that publicly advertise this, is to extend healthy, productive longevity with drugs for everyone. Great. I'm going to play a video. It's in French, but there's subtitles.
Insilico Medicine est une entreprise mondiale dans le secteur de pharmatech. Ça veut dire que nous développons des logiciels
that's our robotics
qui
lab.
utilisent l'intelligence artificielle pour développer des médicaments. Et nous utilisons notre technologie pour développer notre propre pipeline de médicaments. À Montréal, nous avons notre centre de recherche et développement en IA pour notre logiciel.
This visionary endeavor was founded by our Canadian CEO, Dr. Alex Zhovoronkov, in 2014. Insilico Medicine has rapidly grown, and now we have headquarters in New York and Hong Kong, with satellite offices in Montreal and Abu Dhabi. With strong business development capabilities, Insilico achieved collaborations on AI software and drug development with leading global industry partners, including 11 of the world's top 20 pharmaceutical companies, as well as top institutions and universities.
Our goal is to reduce the time and cost it takes to get medications to patients. My name is Patrina Camia, and I'm the president of Insilico Medicine Canada. Our AI R&D Center in Montreal plays a pivotal role in our company's strategy. Here, we are uniquely positioned to take advantage of what Montreal has to offer in terms of talent and culture. Nous sommes très fiers d'être à Montréal et nous espérons grandir et avoir un impact positif sur le secteur des sciences de la vie au Québec.
Great. So that was from our Montreal office launch. A little bit old, a few months old. I saw a few people playing a video just now, so I'm going to put a video as well today. With the audio, it's always nice. We actually recently moved our headquarters from New York to Boston, but the video is not finalized yet. That's why you just saw the Montreal office. Anyway, back to it. Insilico Medicine, like you heard in the video just now, was born in Johns Hopkins campus at the Emerging Tech in the US. That was 10 years ago. So the company has been going around for 10 years. To date, we have more than 300 employees worldwide, more than 90 AI scientists, drug hunters. I'm one of the very few people in the company that don't have a PhD. I only have an MD. That's how it is in the company. Everyone are like super duper crazy brilliant scientists. Since the beginning, the mission of the company was always to use deep learning, machine learning, AI models to accelerate drug discovery and development. And with that, we have built Pharma.ai, which is our end-to-end generative AI drug discovery platform with capabilities in target discovery, small molecule, peptide, nanobody, and antibody design and optimization, and clinical trial optimization. Now, you have a platform. What would scientists ask if it works? Have you validated it? So the way that we validated is that we started our internal program 4 years ago, actually, and to date, using our pharma AI platform, we have 31 program, again 29 target, and our lead program, our flagship program, you want to call that, is in phase 2A, and the indication is in idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. We have 7 programs in phase 1, 10 programs in IND-enabling studies. So this is pretty much proof that it works. And even though you tell people, okay, we have internal programs because we're a private company, it's still not enough. So what we do is that whatever we claim, we have a publication to back it up. So we publish extensively as much as we innovate, like relentlessly, which is one of our pillars, values. Right now, we have more than 200 peer-reviewed research papers. Go to Google Scholar, type Insilico plus medicine, and you can see all of the publications we've ever made. And we were one of the first to publish the use of generative AI for drug discovery. So I would say that if you want to learn more about AI in drug discovery, AIDD, you would know about Insilico Medicine. That's pretty much how it is. And okay, you have the platform. And we have the internal validation from our pipeline. And what comes another layer of validation that we got was that we have a strong validation from the biopharma industry. So right now, our platform is used by 11, actually, out of the 20 largest pharma firms. So even though these big pharma companies have their own AI team, like 6,000 people, not naming any names, they still use our platform. Why? Because we have expertise, like very deep expertise, and it's easier for them to just build on top of that instead of starting from scratch, like in short. And not only that, these pharma companies, biotech, academics, startups, you name it, globally use our platforms. We've also out-licensed 2 of our AI-generated assets. So that internal pipeline that I show you, I actually have a great map that I can show later that describes it. We like to call them pre-baked cookies. So we've sold these 2 pre-baked cookies to Menarini and Exelixis. And then throughout the years, we've received notable awards as a leading AIDD company. And recently, we got an award from Fast Company, who awarded us as the most innovative biotech company in biotech. So, a lot of info, I know. So the company is pretty much split into 2 parts. The software for science, pharma.ai, which is the platform, the side that I'm working at, and the R&D, the internal R&D. So all this on the right side is generated solely out of pharma AI. They are all AI-generated, AI-discovered, AI-curated programs. And like you can see, our lead program, IPF, is right now like late September this year. We just announced that it has completed phase 2A, and it reached its primary endpoint with positive results and also the secondary endpoint. And this is a big deal, which I will touch a bit more later. Because I'm on the platform side, I'm also going to tell you a bit about the platform. So pharma.ai is built initially when I joined on 3 pillars: biology 42, chemistry 42, medicine 42. I get this question a lot. Aisyah, why 42? Does that mean, there's 42 algorithms or something? Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but because in the company, like I told you, they're all math nerds and all brilliant scientists. It's actually a reference from the Hitchhiker Guide to the Galaxy. Yes, see? Scientists, they love it. When I tell them, they get happy hearing that because, in the Hitchhiker Guide to the Galaxy, there's a quote there. The answer to life, the answer to everything, the answer to the universe is 42. So that's pretty much why we name it Biology 42. So under Biology 42 pillar, we have a few applications. Pandaomics, which is our AI-driven therapeutic target and biomarker platform. Generative biologics helps you design novel peptide with optimized properties. LifeStar 1 is our AI-driven robotics lab. You saw that in the video, right? So our founder actually created it from like Star Trek inspired. So it's very futuristic. It's very cool. If you're ever in China, you can visit it. It's in Suzhou, China. And then we have Precious 1, 2, and 3. This is open source. That's another thing that our company likes to do. We want to democratize AI tools. So if you go to insilico.com, just insilicomedicine.com, you can actually utilize these tools for free, because it's open source, on Hugging Face. I don't know how much of you are having technical background, so do check it out. So Precious 1 does multi-omics age prediction, and Target ID, Precious 2, multi-model, multi-omics biological data synthesis. Precious TrueGPT is a model that does multi-tissue, multi-species, multi-omic, multi-model, life model. There's a lot of words, I know. So if you want to learn more about Precious, we have a great video on YouTube, actually. Just Google Precious TrueGPT, and there's a great explanation on there. And of course, Precious is a reference to Lord of the Ring. One ring to rule them all. So, like if you go on our website, it's like pretty much a ring right there. That's why I love working at this company. Okay, moving on. Chemistry 42 is our comprehensive small molecule drug discovery platform. So under the platform, like when our client licensed Chemistry 42, it has like this different application they can access all in one platform. So you have generative chemistry, we generate novel molecules. So this is pretty much the USP of the platform. Like that differentiates us from other AI tool out there. We have alchemistry, physics-based free binding energy or perturbation method. ADMET profiling, which you can optimize on the fly. Golden cubes for kinase screening. And Nacho, this is in collaboration with NVIDIA. Where we use multimodal natural and chemical language foundational model. Last, you have Insilico, which is our multimodal platform that predicts the probability of success for clinical trials, and the sweet spot is from phase 2 to phase 3, because that's where pretty much all the trials fail. And with all the platform that I mentioned, we have publications, validated, peer-reviewed, some in Nature, Biotech, to like really show concretely and comprehensively, that it works, because that really matters. I gotta speed it up. I have 3 minutes. And then, like I said, I just joined 1 year, 8 months ago. And back then, we only had Pendomics, chemistry, and Insilico. And we recently added 2 more pillars this year, Science 42 and LLM Assistant. So we have Dora. I do recommend you guys checking this out. So this is pretty much a multi-agent generative research assistant. So it can write you publication, grant application, patent, competitive analysis. So what it does is it extracts everything. We have a great data, public data, where we curate manually. And then it will pretty much run through a few models and then generate these publications for you. Fun fact, our founder actually has a peer-reviewed publication that he cited ChatGPT as his author. If you go, Alex Javrankov, so, it is happening. It's just there to help you again. Lastly, we have Sustainability Consortium. We realized that AI models can be applied outside of drug discovery, so we've kind of like expanded it, and we work with Aramco, Syngenta for carbon capture, lubricants, a lot of other sustainability stuff. So this is something that we encourage people. Like if you feel passionate about using generative AI for sustainability, join the consortium. It's free, and then we pretty much share knowledge and how we can advance the applications of Gen AI in sustainability initiative. And last, we have Copilot, which is our generative conversational agent that can pretty much talk to the entire suite. I'm going to speed up right now, so bear with me. You guys all know traditional drug discovery is ridiculously expensive and long. So last week, I went to a drug discovery course. I was like, okay, I'm going to learn new stuff. So I did this at the Swedish Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, and they were so traditional. And when I asked questions like, do you see any trends in anything? They just shut me down. So that's the state and reality that we're in, where progress is so hard in this landscape because people are just used to doing what they're doing, right? And there comes people like Insilico Medicine knocking on people's door and like, you can do it better. So moving on. So this is pretty, like you saw just now, it costs billions of dollars, more than 10 years. And right now we realize that we can do it at a fraction of the price, a shorter time. So AI can help in many areas of drug discovery. In short, disease hypothesis, target identification, validation, hit identification, lead optimization. So we recently published a paper in Trends in Pharmacological Science. last year, actually. And this is actually cited as an editor's choice. I do recommend you guys reading this because this is a great validation of our tool, PandaOmics. So it shows, the application in early stage of drug discovery. You can do biomarker or target identification, drug-target interaction, pharmacokinetic prediction, drug-like molecule design, experiment design, indication prioritization, all using AI. Moving on. So PandaOmics. Do I have time, Linus? Okay, 2 more minutes. PandaOmics, I know, like panda, people think, oh, is it because he's cute? So panda is actually a reference to one of our earliest model, which is called, I always forget this publication, Insilico Pathway Activation Network Decomposition Analysis. So actually a reference of our iPanda algorithm, which we still use on the platform itself. So PandaOmics, what does it do? Like I said, it's an AI therapeutic target discovery platform. There's different use cases. This is like 3 main ones, but we kind of expanded it more this year. It has 5 buckets that is kind of fed through the AI models. We use omics and also text data. Like I said, public but manually created. And we run it through more than, I guess now 23 AI and bioinformatics model, and then you can filter it based on novelty, safety, accessibility, druggability, and tissue specificity. And the output, you're going to get like a list of ranked target candidates, both first in class and best in class. Moving on. Now the question is, can we link biology and chemistry to improve patient outcome? Or can AI come up with a novel target and novel molecule? Because some companies just want to do biology or chemistry. Insilico Medicine is actually one of the very few that does both. And in the beginning, we were faced with a lot of criticism. And this is pretty much the best paper that you can read, our TNIC publication. I've met with medicinal chemists that reach out to me, and they've been in the field for 30 years plus. I've talked to them for like 1.7 years, and then they came back to me after this paper was published because they're just fascinated, because this is the most comprehensive and I would say one of like the most cited paper right now on Nature Biotech. So this is published in Nature Biotech. So it pretty much shows the journey of our TNIC program to the end. I'm not going to go in because I know this. I'm already taking a lot of time here. Question again. Can AI help find drugs that may work in aging and disease? So on this, we have a few use cases that we can publish. Of course, hallmark of aging, I'm not going to say that, but that's if you want to take a picture of the publication, that's it. Hallmarks of aging, great read. Going to wait until he takes the picture. Great. So in short, the study demonstrated the power of PandaOmics in a novel target identification for multiple diseases. So using PandaOmics, we actually identified different targets clustered in different groups based on the hallmarks of aging. And then, it has dual purpose, because that's pretty much what we want, right? And then this is another publication where I'm just going to go through, which supports the value of AI-assisted target identification for drug discovery. We actually validated it. We pick a target called KDM1A. So this is actually known for colorectal cancer as well as triple-negative breast cancer. And we use C. elegans, and then the result was promising because it actually increased the lifespan of the C. elegans. So I'm at the end. The future of AI. So, what's next? So, like Linus said, I'm going to quote him here, we must use AI tool, we must act. So, at Insilico Medicine, like I said before, we want to democratize AI tool. So if any of you are even curious to access this tool, especially if you're academics, we publish a lot. Like the previous paper was with University of Oslo, University of Copenhagen. We don't have any collaboration with Swedish universities, as far as I know. Publish a paper with us. We give you the tool for free. That's pretty much how we work for academics. And for startups, we have startup prices. So for us, it's not about making money. We're just pushing these AI tools because in the end, you got to start simple when you want to change the system, right? Start simple, and then you kind of increase the adoption rate. So again, ARDD, Alex Zhavoronkov founded this. This is where I met Linus for the first time actually this year. We met in August, and now I'm here. Our Insilico Medicine is one of the founders of this conference. It's the Aging Research and Drug Discovery Meeting. If you're a student, or if you're a postdoc or whatever, we actually sponsor. So if you go on the website, you want to go to Copenhagen free, just apply. We do give like a few scholarships. So for next year, this is like the most epic, the most biggest aging research conference. If you don't believe me, ask Linus. I see Sarah as well. She attended the conference this year. Attend it, and it will truly change your life, I would say. You have big pharma there, you have academics, you have weird longevity people, like, pseudoscience, but it's fine, we welcome everyone. So this is like a place where everyone can speak, and it's brilliant, really. At the end of the night, after the conference, because it's like every day, I don't know, 15, 20 talks, and then you can have karaoke night with everyone that you meet there, even big pharma. So we're going to have a webinar. Just go on our website at this stage, because I know QR takes a while. You can register. This is in November, second week of November. So we're going to announce something really awesome for our platform side. Great. And then Pandomics. We have a free target identification course, which you can actually play around with the demo version for Pandomics. I do like giving the full version more, but this is usually for students, high school students. I kind of like encourage them to take the course. So Insilico Medicine actually, it's free, it's unteachable. We just want to encourage people to learn more about target identification. And you get a certificate at the end. You can put it on your resume if you want to enter the industry. So. Lastly, okay, that's it. If you have any question, you can just reach out to me. I'm very happy to talk to pretty much everyone. That's my job. I would say that I'm the connector. I listen to people because I used to be a medical doctor, and then I see whether we can fit. So yeah, thanks again for listening to my presentation. Sorry I ran out of time.